We are back here with another episode of Las Vegas Raiders franchise here in Madden 26 franchise mode. It has been quite some time since the last episode of Raiders franchise, so it is very good to be back. This is a fun series to do, and today we're going to be playing our week 6 and 7 games, 6-7. And then we might also play our week 9 game. We do have a bye week, week 8, which will be the trade deadline. So I might actually play 3 games this episode. Typically, I normally do 2, but maybe for this episode, since it is the trade deadline, maybe I might do 3. We'll just have to see how these first 2 games go. But for those of you who are new here, we are currently sitting at the top of the AFC West at 4-1 on the season. We are tied with the Kansas City Chiefs, who we take on next week, also at 4-1. Last episode, we lost to the Bears in a game where I just made way too many mistakes, and then we ended up beating the Colts in the following week. And here today, as I mentioned, we take on the Tennessee Titans, of course led by number 1 overall pick, Cam Ward. They also have Jeffrey Simmons, Tony Pollard, and L'Jarius Sneed, and the team is currently sitting at an 80 overall, 81 offense, 80 overall defense. And so I just did our training. Ashton Jeanty has a high risk of injury. He also has -2 speed, -2 change of direction for this upcoming game, so that's definitely something to look at. And Max Crosby, our superstar edge rusher, does have a moderate risk of injury, however no wear and tear impacts for him. So I guess training did not really go as planned because 2 of our top players are at a higher than normal risk of injury. So I guess this might be a game where Raheem Mostert gets a couple more carries than usual. But yeah, with that being said, we will go ahead and jump right into our game, taking on the Tennessee Titans here at home. And here we go, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Place is packed, sold out crowd. We got Charles Woodson out there. Last week, the Titans gained 273 yards and gave up 309. As for us, we gained 333 and let up 282 in our win against the Colts last week. So it looks like we are going to be returning. Typically, I prefer to kick off, but I mean, returning is just fine. So it's going to be kickoff here to Raheem Mostert, a guy who might be getting a little more reps than usual today, and he will get us to the 30-yard line to start off our first drive. We got Geno Smith jogging out there last season, over 4,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, 272 on the ground. So our first play of the game is going to be a handoff right to Ashton Jeanty. Even with the injury risk, he is still one of our best players on offense. And on second down, we're going to run some play action here on 2nd and 8. See what we can get going, and we really have nothing. I think I'm going to take off with Geno, and we'll get the first down and a little more. We got 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. We're going to give Ashton Jeanty the ball, and he is swallowed in the backfield. Loss of 4. Now we got 3rd down and 14 yards to go from the 39-yard line after an incompletion. So we'll see if we can get anyone open. Brock Bowers maybe. I mean, he's kind of covered. It's an overthrow. He had the separation. Just a little bit of an overthrow. I think Geno got pressured there. So, I mean, I guess it is what it is. We're going to be punting the ball away on our opening drive. And there he is, the number 1 overall pick from this past year's draft. Cam Ward, 23 years old. I think on 1st down, we're going to send a little bit of pressure here at the rookie quarterback. We'll see if Jamal Adams can get in the backfield if this is not a run and wrap him up. But we are going to stop Tony Pollard right at the line. It looked like that could have been a loss of 1, but he's able to fight forward and get back to the line. 3rd down and 6 for this Titans offense here on their opening drive, opening series actually. And Cam Ward is going to miss his running back. I think that was going to Tony Pollard. He's going to be a little bit off on the throw, and that is going to lead to a Titans punt. So we are getting the ball right back. Oh, you are kidding me, dude. L'Jarius Sneed lurks and gets the interception. I thought I had Brock Bowers there. I mean, I did. I mean, what was the issue here? Was the ball just underthrown? I mean, Brock Bowers is open. He has a separation here. I guess it was just a little tad underthrown. L'Jarius Sneed just makes a great play and comes away with the interception. That's just so unfortunate because he's open. I guess maybe if I threw this a little earlier, then maybe we wouldn't have had the interception, but yeah, that's frustrating because there's space. L'Jarius Sneed just makes a great play. Titans get the ball on the 44-yard line. 3rd down and 6 here from the 41-yard line for Cam Ward and this Titans offense. They have some routes over the middle. I should have been on that. Kelvin Ridley gets the catch, and he might go into the end zone. Oh my gosh, tackling, man. Yeah, I left that open. They get the ball on the 2-yard line. They're in goal line. This might be a QB sneak. The CPU loves to run that. I guess we'll just see if we can stop it here. 2-yard line QB sneak would definitely be an interesting decision. And Tony Pollard is there. I overshot. I could have had him in the backfield, but I overshot the hole. Tony Pollard just walks into the end zone untouched. Yeah, I sold back-to-back plays. And the Titans capitalize on that, and they score. Definitely not an ideal second drive. Are we going to block this? We just blocked the extra point. I don't think I've ever seen that on Sim All Madden, but we just did that. I mean, okay, we make this a 6-0 game instead of it being 7-0. So, I mean, late in the game, that could pay dividends. So, I mean, great play by the special teams unit there. We get the ball back, Raheem Mostert. I think I'm going to have Raheem Mostert play running back for this drive just to keep Ashton Jeanty fresh.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he drops a screen pass, man. That's insane. I mean, here he's not even looking at the ball. It hit him in the back. Oh my gosh, dude, you're kidding. Well, we got 3rd and 9 here from the 43-yard line. Hopefully Brock Bowers can get open here. I like that route over the middle. Maybe he gets open. Can he get some separation? He can. Brock Bowers is going to bring in the catch and get us to the 23-yard line. A huge pickup there for Brock Bowers. Raheem Mostert in space. Nice juke move will get us to the 11-yard line. Now we got 3rd and 4 from the 5-yard line. Brock Bowers is not on the field. I do not like that, but we're just going to have to run this play anyways. So Trey Tucker open. I also had Raheem. Oh, that was Jacoby Myers, not Trey Tucker. Yeah, usually Trey Tucker's on the right side, but yeah, I had Raheem Mostert open as well. Jacoby Myers found some separation, got into open space. Geno Smith threw it on the money. I think they sent pressure. Yeah, they did. And Jacoby Myers brings in the touchdown, and we are going to take the lead here unless this is blocked. It is not. 7-6. After an 8-play, 74-yard drive that took just under 3 minutes off the clock. And Max Crosby is going to wrap up the #1 overall pick, Cam Ward, for a loss of 9 on 2nd down. And Cam Ward's hurting. Cam Ward is going off to the sideline. He's not going back to the locker room, so he'll probably be coming back into the game. But Will Levis is taking the field here on this 3rd and 19, as Max Crosby is in his X-Factor ability. So they're going empty here. Gonna throw it, of course. Oh, you're kidding. I'm on that, dude. I sold that. I just suck as a user this game. How did I miss that? Dude, I should have picked that off. Yeah, I just got beat. And Cam Ward is back into the game on 2nd and 9 from the 15-yard line. And he's gonna throw a strike to Calvin Ridley, who jukes me out and dives into the end zone. Calvin Ridley just had a great play after the catch there and gets the Titans on the board for their 2nd touchdown of the game. That was a strike there. I mean, he was wide open right off the snap. And the Titans will trot out their field goal unit to see if they can make this a 13-7 game unless we can block it again. Just barely missed that block. 13-7, 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and 1, we're going to give this ball to Michael Mayer here and see if he can push forward, and he's going to get a lot more. Ashton Jeanty with a ton of space, but he's caught from behind. But he will get us to the 28-yard line as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Oh, dude, horrible read by me. Oh my gosh, dude. I literally just stared him down and threw it right at him. Cody Barton makes me pay for the horrible decision. I can't believe I did that. I thought Cody Barton was just going to follow Jack Betch here, but, I mean, clearly he did not. And by the time I realized he was not following Jack Betch, I had already clicked down the button to throw. And so I ended up just throwing him his easiest interception he's ever had in his entire football career. Even though he did have to kind of like jump out to get it, which like he didn't have to do. If he would have just stood still, he wouldn't have had to do that. But yeah, horrible read by me. I just wasn't looking as much as I should have. And I threw it to the wrong white receiver there. Yeah, Will Levis is back out at quarterback. I assume he's probably going to be the quarterback for the rest of the game, I think, because his wear and tear on Cam Ward might just be too bad. And yeah, we just leave the tight end wide open, and they're going to get the ball to the 10-yard line. They are in prime scoring position here as the clock is going to continue to tick down, and they're not going to call their third and final timeout. So this is going to be the last play of the first half. We got to get a stop here. Will Levis is going to take off, and he's going to walk into the end zone untouched. So the Titans score 3 touchdowns in the first half, and they are also receiving the second half kickoff. So if they score on that drive, this game might be close to over because our offense has been very lackluster, to say the least. So we're going to have to make a comeback in the second half. I mean, we'll definitely get more than 3 possessions in the second half, so I guess it's not impossible to come back, but we're going to have to step it up. But here at halftime, we have the Colts taking on the Arizona Cardinals, and it is going to be Anthony Richardson taking off from the 30-yard line. He's going to scramble all the way untouched, diving into the end zone as the Cardinals lose to the Colts 28-10. Now we got the Cowboys Panthers, 2-3 Cowboys, 1-3 Panthers, 1-4 Panthers, excuse me. Play action from Dak Prescott, and he's going to throw a strike. Is that Jake Ferguson with a diving grab? I think that is. Yeah, the Cowboys dominate the Panthers 34-6 as Dak Prescott throws for 2 touchdowns, 193 yards. Yeah, that's Jake Ferguson. Now we got Patriots Saints. Drake May is going to hand this ball off to Ramondre Stevenson, and he's going to power his way into the end zone as the Patriots win this game 20-17. Baltimore Rams 41-38. That was a pretty high scoring game. And we got some highlights from our game going on. Of course, the Jacoby Myers touchdown, which has been our only point so far. And we don't want to see that highlight, so we're just going to actually skip through the rest of this halftime show. I guess it's not going to let me. It's going to show the same highlight again. I'm trying to press A. There we go. We get stats. Jacoby Myers, 1 catch, 5 yards, 1 touchdown. Ashton Genty, 4 rushes, 30 yards. You know, the offense has been very lackluster, to say the least, which, I mean, is a fault of my own. I haven't been throwing the ball all that well. But, you know, we were in the locker room, we made some adjustments, and now a second half, we're really going to take over. So is Cam Ward actually... Oh, Cam Ward actually is back out. Okay. We'll see what they do on first down. It is going to be yet another jet sweep to Calvin Ridley. That was a horrible hit stick attempt by me, but we are going to get a diving tackle as he gets it to the 27-yard line. Oh, you are kidding me, dude. Okay, thank goodness we get a tackle there. I thought he was going to score. I was going to lose my mind. If we would have let them score 2 plays in, especially on a run like that, especially if it was a run like that where he just breaks a million tackles, I would have lost my mind. But yeah, 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line after 2 plays. It's going to be another handoff to Tony Pollard. Huge tackle there by Jeremy Chin. 2nd and 9 from the 9-yard line. We're going to get some play action. I thought it was going to be a read option. Great tackle there. Darian Porter will wrap him up at the 3-yard line. Now I assume this is going to be 4-down territory. We're going to... Landon Roberts just got a free interception. We get it to the 1-yard line. Cam Ward threw it right at him. I have no idea what he was thinking there. Landon Roberts was in the right place at the right time, gets the interception, and gets us to the 1-yard line. I probably should have just stayed in the end zone. But yeah, I have no idea who he's throwing this to. I guess maybe Calvin Ridley, but Calvin Ridley was covered pretty well. So, I mean, maybe he was throwing it to Tyler Lockett. But I mean, even if he was, he threw it way too far ahead of him. But regardless though, Landon Roberts gets the interception, gets wrapped up by Tyler Lockett. We have the ball on the 1-yard line, 99 yards to go. And so we're going to hand this ball off on first down and see if Ashton Genty can get us a little bit of breathing room here on first down. There's going to be some space, but we get wrapped up 2nd and 5. There we go. There's a ton of space for Ashton Genty. He will get us to the 26-yard line, 6 rushes, 55 yards on the day. Now we got 3rd and 7 from the 48-yard line here. I might go for it on 4th if we don't get it. It would be very risky. But we'll see how this play goes. Brock Bowers, great space, but a bad ball by Geno Smith. And we are in a situation where I think I might actually just have to punt this ball away. 4th and 7, it's just way too risky. So we'll punt this ball away, and hopefully our defense can make another stop. We are going to wrap up Cam Ward for the second time this game. It'll be another loss of 9 on second down. So we've set up 2 3rd and 19s off of sacks. And Cam Ward is out of the game again. So Will Levis is back out in the game. We're going to run some cover 3 and see if we can get this stop here and force a 3 and out. No deep routes on 3rd and 19. They just ran all curls. That was definitely an interesting play call. Regardless, though, we forced the punt. We are going to get this ball back as the third quarter is slowly coming to a close. You're kidding, dude. That's the second screen where it just hits him in the back. Like, what is going on here? Like, seriously, what is the issue with running backs just not looking for the ball on a screen play? Who else would I be throwing to? And now we have a 3rd down and 10 from the 43-yard line. If we can't pick this up, this is going to be so frustrating. So here we go. Can we get Brock Bowers some separation? We'll go Ashton Genty and see if he can pick it up. After the catch, 4th and inches, we're going for it. We kind of have to at this point. We're going to hand this ball off to our tight end, Michael Mayer, and see if he can get the push forward and get us that first down. He looks like he got it. I think he did. Okay, Michael Mayer just barely got us that first down, and the drive will keep on going here as we go under 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go. We got to score. We got to score quick. Down 13. Jack Betch, I kind of liked him there, but I don't really know about throwing it deep. We'll just take the safe check down to Ashton Genty as he picks up 10 for us. Oh, he caught that? Oh my gosh, what a grab by Ashton Genty there. I thought that was going to get picked at first. I didn't even see the linebacker. Great play by Ashton Genty here. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. We're going to run some play action, and we really got nothing. We'll just... Okay, I guess that was kind of risky. Now we got 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line. Can we get Brock Bowers on the TE attack? We cannot. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. But Michael Mayer just got shoved. Can we get a flag or something, ref? Oh my gosh, I did not mean to do that though. I tried to throw to Ashton Genty because I thought that RB was going to be my running back, but it turns out that was the throw to Michael Mayer down into the end zone, and we end up with an incomplete pass here. However, 4 down territory, 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go. I'm not looking for the first down here, but if we can get it, we can get it. Brock Bowers, great separation. Can we get a truck into the end zone? We can't. Get to the 4-yard line. Brock Bowers 6 for 100 on the day. And with just under 6 minutes to go, I think we'll hand this ball off to Ashton Genty and see if he can fight his way into the end zone, and he can. Ashton Genty gets this to 13-20, and we'll trot out Daniel Carlson to kick this extra point and make this 14-20 with just under 6 minutes to go. So still plenty of time on this clock. That was a 10-play drive. Ideally, we could have scored in a lot less, but it is what it is. We got the points. That's what matters. I'm not sure if Cam Ward will come out. I guess we'll just have to see. He's been out of the game a couple of times. It looks like he's going to trot back out. But no, it showed Cam Ward walking out, but Will Levis is going to be the quarterback here. In single back, we'll see if this is going to be a run. We got some motion here. Will it be? No, it won't. Oh, it's going to be a throw. Okay, I thought it was going to be a handoff there. I was going to say, they've ran the jet sweeps like 3 times or so this game, so I thought it would be another jet sweep there. But it was just some play action. 2nd and 6 here from the 39-yard line. Can we force a 3rd down? It will be a handoff, and Tony Pollard is stopped for no gain. Biggest 3rd down of the game so far, and can we wrap him up? We can. DJ Chark is going to be 1 yard short, and they will punt this ball right back to our offense. We force a 3 and out after scoring. No fakes. Please don't fake this. Okay, thank goodness. We'll get this ball back. And then we get sacked on 2nd down. Yeah, that is not an ideal way to start off the drive. We have a 2-yard gain and then a sack. I don't really like this play. I don't know why I called it. We'll audible to forfeit. If I don't pick this up, I think I just punt, because we have all 3 timeouts. But we got Jack Batch in space, but it's an overthrow by Gino. You're kidding, dude. I mean, I guess we have to punt here. 4th and 16, even though we should have had the conversion there. That's just so frustrating, man. Well, we'll have to rely on our defense to get another stop here, as Will Levis is still out at quarterback. I assume, well, I doubt they would make a quarterback. Dude, of course. You're actually kidding. Yeah, they'll get the ball up to the 45-yard line. We'll save our timeouts. We'll get this to the 2-minute warning. I think, yeah, they're going to have to snap the ball one more time here. So this is probably going to be another run. I would be surprised if it wasn't, and it will be, yes, another handoff to Tony Pollard, and he has a ton of space. He gets it to the 21-yard line. Our run defense is just horrible. So 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line, we will see. Can we get Tony Pollard in the backfield? We can. It will be a loss of 2. We will call our first timeout. We'll try bringing the safety down again. That seemed to work on the last play. Will this be another jet sweep? It will not. I assume this is, it's going to be a pass actually on 2nd down. And he has space. Did he go out of bounds? He did not. We'll call a timeout. Well, it's 3rd and 1 for the game here. We have to get a stop or else this game is over and we will have our 2nd loss on the season. It will not. It's going to be a wrap up in the backfield. Will Levis goes down. Was that going to be play action? I think that was going to be play action. So great play by the defensive line. I don't know who got the sack. Oh no, it was going to be a handoff. We just got to Will Levis first. So I don't think that counts as a sack. It might. I don't think so, though. But unless we get a block, this is going to be made a 9-point game. So, 2-possession game. We got to score. We got to score quickly. And then we're going to have to rely on the onside kick. 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line. Let's see. What does Geno Smith have? We're just going to have to check this down to Trey Tucker. Really had nothing deep there. We're just going to have to go hurry up. Now we got 3rd and 4 here from the 28-yard line. Very interesting route by Ashton Jeanty, but I mean, Brock Bowers has some space. We'll air it out. You're kidding. How do you miss that? How do you miss that? I feel like this has been Geno Smith's worst game of the season. He's just been off on a lot of throws. Like, this should be a completion, man. This is just, like, this kind of stuff has just been happening all game. He's just been off, and it's so frustrating. But regardless, though, 4th down and 4, we got to have a next play mentality. See if we can pick up this 1st down and keep this game going. Trey Tucker underneath. We'll go hurry up. Now we got 1st and 10. Can we hit Trey Tucker again? No, he is covered. We have Jack Betch, but I mean, I wasn't set. I guess I can't get mad that that was inaccurate. Now we got 4th and 10. This is just pretty much for pride at this point. This game is pretty much over. I mean, it's a 9-point game with 40 seconds to go. We have no timeouts this game, and Brock Bowers just can't get open for some reason. We'll throw it to him anyway. You're kidding. You are actually kidding me, dude. Brock Bowers got jammed like 80 yards down the freaking field, man. That was ridiculous. I was hoping he would get open because I wanted to throw it to him just for a little stat pad at the end. But we throw an interception. We throw it to the wrong guy. And that's going to be the game. 2nd loss of the season. But this is what I mean here, dude. Brock Bowers is literally getting jammed, which, like, this is a simulation football game. How in the world is this, like, happening? Like, Brock Bowers is just going to keep running into an edge rusher who's dropping into coverage for 10, 15 yards down the field. Oh my gosh, man. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We are going to lose this game 23-14, and we will take our 2nd loss of the season. As we go on to take on a division rival next week, we'll take a quick look at the stats before we go on to our next game. So Geno Smith, 13 of 33, 28 quarterback rating, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. But like I said, this was just an off game for Geno. I think this is probably his worst game of the season, so hopefully he bounces back next week. Tony Pollard was essentially Marshawn Lynch today. Ashton Jeanty was a little bit hurt, so he didn't get as many reps as he normally would have. 10 for 63, though, 1 touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 3 for 20. Brock Bowers, though, 6 catches, 100 yards. Ashton Jeanty, 2 for 33. Trey Tucker, 3 for 27. Jacoby Myers, 1 for 5, of course, did have the touchdown. And Max Crosby got in there, as well as Jonah Lalu, I think that's how you say it, as well, got in there for a sack. Elandon Roberts with the interception. Cody Barton had 2 on us. Very frustrating game, but yeah, that's just a tough game. We're going to have to move on. We got a tough matchup going up against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. So here we are for Week 7, taking on the 5-1 Kansas City Chiefs, who are an 87 overall across the board. Of course, we know they have Chris Jones, Patrick Mahomes, Trent McDuffie. This team has some very good team ranks. Their offense is a top 3 scoring offense, and they're the best passing offense in the league. Their defense is also very good as well in terms of stopping teams from scoring, as well as stopping teams from passing the ball. However, their run defense is pretty bad. So maybe this is an Ashton Jeanty game. He's averaging 4 yards a carry with over 400 rush yards on the season. So I was thinking a little bit about this game with the trade deadline and everything coming up. If we do lose to the Chiefs here, I think that's going to have an effect on what we do next week, because We just lost to the Titans in a game that, I really sold offensively, like I'll own up to that. However, though, if we lose to the Chiefs, which would put us at 4-3, and I don't really think we're going to win more games than the Chiefs, so that's going to put us at a disadvantage when it comes to division tiebreakers. And overall, the AFC is pretty competitive. There's a lot of 3-3 teams and some teams at 2-4 as well. So honestly, I'm not too sure about the likelihood of us making the playoffs if we drop to 4-3, which even though we are above 500, it's just the fact that there's a lot of teams that I don't see us beating out. Like, for example, the Bengals, they're 3-3. Even the Broncos at 3-3, I think they could end up beating us out. Even the Chargers at 2-4, I think they could end up turning it around. So, 4-3, of course, we do still want to try and compete, but after seeing that performance from Geno, I'm starting to have a little bit of doubt when it comes to us being able to go on a run and go to the playoffs and actually have a chance to compete this season. So with that being said, I'm not saying we're just going to trade everyone if we drop to 4-3. I'm not saying that. However, there are some players that I would say I'm willing to just trade and try and get value out of instead of, keeping them and trying to go on a run. So with that being said, if we do actually win, then maybe it's possible I try to acquire more talent and see if we can actually go on a run this season. But with that being said, I'm not going to keep yapping to you guys. We do have a defensive line breakout. I assume this is going to be for Jonah Leilu, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just skip through this.
Players don't read.
And yeah, indeed it is. I think it's pronounced Leilu, by the way. I haven't looked it up, which I probably should do, but I'm pretty sure it is. So, let's do an easy goal. Slow and steady. We'll see what that goal is going to be for us, and it's just not going to tell us, I guess. I don't know why it wouldn't, but okay. And this week, we for sure want to establish the run. They are not a very good run defense, so we want to focus on that. Do we get a game goal? Oh, I guess we do. So, team meeting, 20 rushing attempts with Ash and Genty. I think that's very doable. Especially after how throwing the ball went last game, I think running the ball is probably a pretty good idea. But yeah, with that being said, we got a 1 o'clock game. Heading over to Arrowhead, taking on the 87 overall Kansas City Chiefs. Let's jump right into it. There's the stats for us last week. 257 yards gained, 309 let up. Not ideal at all. What about the Chiefs? 384 gained, 292 let up. So we're going to be kicking off to start this game. That's ideal. I prefer kicking the ball off. 8 mile per hour wind going at our backs. We're going to send this deep into the end zone. And, I guess not. Deep into the landing zone, I should say. It's going to be returned here. Missed the tackle. But we'll get him at the 26-yard line. And there we go. Patrick Mahomes, my fantasy quarterback this year, has over 1,600 yards, 72 completion percentage. So Patrick Mahomes is doing very well throwing the ball this season. And they're going to start with a handoff to Isaiah Pacheco, and they will gain about 8 yards, and he might be hurt. I guess he got up, so I guess not. Or I guess no, he is hurt because he just went to the bench. Okay, well, he's down on the first play of the game. I believe Kareem Hunt. Yeah, Kareem Hunt's in the game now. 2nd and 3, what do the Chiefs offense have cooked up? It is going to be an interception by Jeremy Chinn on the 2nd play of the game. Jeremy Chinn was with the receiver the whole way through. He ran the route basically with him, and that was zone coverage too. So Jeremy Chinn, great play from his safety spot there. We got to see a replay on this. So yeah, Jeremy Chinn just read that the whole way. Like, I don't know why he threw that. There is no separation there for Marquise Brown. So I have no idea why Mahomes threw that. But Jeremy Chinn, great play, was right on the receiver's hip, and he just got the ball thrown right to him. And now we take over on offense. Geno, 10 interceptions, 10 touchdowns. Yeah, it's not been a great season by Geno. I made some mistakes, but hopefully we can turn that around in the second half of the season. We are going to hand this ball off to Ash and Genty. First play of the game, our first play of our offensive game, I should say. 14 yards, Ash and Genty gets us to the 25. And they have virtually nobody in the box here. We're going to hand this ball right off to Ash and Genty yet again, and he will get us 9 yards on the second play of our drive. We'll get some play action going here on 2nd down from the 16-yard line. Fake it to Ash and Genty. Brock Bowers is wide open. Can we get him into the end zone? Brock Bowers is just short. We get it down to the 1. If there was no play action on that play, that's 100% a touchdown. I had to wait a little too long to throw it. Is what it is, though. We have great field position, and we are going to hand this ball off to Ash and Genty and see I'll probably just dive over the top. We'll see. Can we get Ashton Genty into the end zone? I didn't even have to do that. We could have walked right in. Ashton Genty gets us into the end zone. We strike first in this divisional matchup here on the road. And now we will kick this extra point and make this a 7-0 game here with 6 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the first quarter. Well, it's first down from the 9-yard line for this Chiefs offense. They have drove down the field relatively quickly, so we got to see if we can make a goal line stand here against this very dynamic Chiefs offense. Incompletion, great breakup. I think that was Jermaine Pratt. Yep, Jermaine Pratt knocks the ball free after Travis Kelce tried bringing it in. Second and goal here from the 9-yard line. We'll see if they put the ball in the air yet again. They will. We'll be with Travis Kelce the whole way, but I should have been on that. Yeah, I should have dropped back to cover that, but I did not see him running free, and the Chiefs will score on the pass to Xavier Worthy from Patrick Mahomes there. And they're going to tie this game up with just under 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. 3rd and 9 here, risk of a 3-and-out here on our second drive of the game. But they're going to send some pressure. Brock Bowers is going to find the open space, and Brock Bowers, our best offensive player, will flip the field for us and get us to the 32-yard line. Now we're in another third down situation here. This time it's 3rd and 10 from the 32-yard line after 2 incompletions. I like Jacoby Myers over the middle here. Maybe Michael Mayer on the out route. I wish that was Brock Bowers though, but I guess Michael Mayer's out here. But Jacoby Myers looks like he's got some space. Great catch, had to jump a little bit, but he brings it in. And yet another third down on this drive, 3rd and 5 from the 15-yard line. This is field goal range, of course. I mean, if it wasn't, that would be pretty concerning. But we'll snap this ball here, see if we can get Jack Batch into some space. And we can. Jack Batch, can he get us into the end zone? The rookie is going to dive in for our second touchdown of the game. 2 touchdowns, both scored by rookies. So 3 touchdowns in total in the first quarter. Very high scoring game so far. This could be a game where it comes down to what team can make a stop. Oh, and we get it. Oh, no! No, you're kidding. Landon Roberts dropped it. I was just about to say we get another interception. First play, but he drops it. That's so frustrating, man. But you know what happens. That's why he's a linebacker, not a tight end. Is what it is. 2nd down from the 24-yard line. See if we can capitalize on that. Nope. It is going to be 3rd and inches. Goal line normal. I just wonder what this play is going to be. Let's see if we can get in here and stop. Is that going to be? Please tell me that's a false start. Okay, it's a false start by the Chiefs. Going to be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 here. Honestly, I wish they didn't do that because I would have much rather stopped a QB sneak because it's not very hard to do rather than try to stop this Chiefs offense. And yeah, I was going to say it's probably easier for them to do that than a QB sneak because if you just put a linebacker over the center, then usually it stops the QB sneak. So I would have preferred that. Is what it is though. They pick up the first down and they will keep the drive going. 2nd and 1 from the 4-yard line here. This Chiefs offense is rolling down the field. They already have it on the 4-yard line. They can pick up a first down here. It's going to be handoff to Isaiah Pacheco and he will be stopped for a loss of 5. Or not a loss of 5, a loss of 3. I don't know why I said that. But 3rd and 4 here, a stop would be crucial because we do get the ball to start off the second half. And it's going to be a throw to Travis Kelce. He does not get there. 4th and inches. Of course, they will be going for it here, as I expected. But as I was going to say, we do get the ball to start off the second half. So ideally, if we can score and then get the ball back and then score again on our first drive of the second half, we would be at a very big advantage. And Xavier Worthy's going to get his 2nd touchdown of the game. Yeah, we ran some man coverage, and they had a motion route off the snap. So that was just a great play call by Andy Reid there. They took advantage of our man coverage, and they went in and scored the touchdown there. 3rd down from the 33-yard line. We are at risk of a 3-and-out if we do not pick this one up. And we have Jack Batch wide open. He gets some space. The rookie is going down the field. Can we get him into the end zone for his 2nd of the game? We can. Jack Batch is going to dive into the end zone as we pick up the long touchdown. Great route. He had some great separation there. Geno Smith with a great throw and great run after catch ability from the rookie there as he picks up his 2nd touchdown of the game with pressure in his face too. What a dime there on the money. Jack Batch, great speed. I thought he was going to get wrapped up from behind, but no. And he hits the gritty into the end zone. And we are going to make this game 21-14 here in the first half. So a very high scoring first half. And the Chiefs are going to have just under 3 minutes to see if they can try and match it before we head into the locker room. And Max Crosby's going to get him in the backfield. The Chiefs will be forced to call their second timeout. And now we will see what the Chiefs have here on the 27-yard line for 3rd and 12. Max Crosby isn't his X factor, so maybe he gets in there again. It's going to be a pass, of course. What else would you expect here? And it's going to be a run from Patrick Mahomes. He reaches forward, and he gets it. And the clock's going to keep ticking. That was unfortunate how we just allowed that, but it's what it is. Oh, we got to get into cover 3. So, yeah, the clock is ticking. We're going to be under 10 seconds with this play here as Travis Kelce's motioning around. It's going to be a dump off. Great breakup by Jermaine Pratt. That's his 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are forced to kick a field goal here because they did not use their timeout when they probably should have, but they didn't. So the Chiefs will kick a field goal here and make this 17-21. As we are going to head into the locker room. And alright, we are heading into the locker room up by 4 points on our division rival here. On the road, we will receive the second half kickoff, but before we do that, we will check out what is going on around the league here at the halftime report. So Rams-Jaguars here, it's going to be a dump off to Puka Nacua. Travis Hunter's chasing him down, but Puka Nacua is able to fight forward and get into the end zone as the Rams win 27-17. Matthew Stafford, 3 touchdowns for him. Steelers-Bengals, we got a divisional matchup here. Steelers are undefeated, but Joe Burrow's going to throw a strike down the field. I believe that's to their tight end. 80? Who's that? Yeah, I think, no, that's actually not their tight end. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, though. But the Bengals do defeat the Steelers and end their undefeated season as they drop to 5-1. Eagles-Vikings, I'm a Vikings fan for those of you who don't know, so hopefully the Vikings are getting a win here, but it's going to be handoff to Saquon Barkley, who's going to leap into the end zone over some Vikings defenders and get into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy, 10 of 14, 160. As the Eagles win, or no, I think that was halftime actually. Yeah, 10-7 at half. Eagles are leading the Vikings though. And 3rd and 10 here, we are at risk of a 3-and-out to open the second half. That would not be ideal at all. And I did not mean to do that, dude. I was trying to do a hot route, and I guess I just didn't click Y. So yeah, now we're backed up even further. 3rd and 15. But yeah, as I was going to say, we are at risk of a 3-and-out to open the second half. That would not be ideal, as the Chiefs' offense has been looking pretty good, so we don't want to give them more opportunities. But we have really nothing. We'll just throw this up to Brock Bowers, and yeah. I mean, usually that works out when you just throw it up. Wow, Chris Jones. That was a little personal to Geno Smith there. But yeah, we're going to kick it. They're in punt safe on 4th and 15 from the 22-yard line. That's interesting. We haven't faked a punt all year either, so yeah, that's definitely a defensive, or not a defensive play call, a special teams play call, as I got spun out of my shoes there, and they get it to the 45-yard line on that return. And Max Crosby gets in the backfield for his 2nd sack of the game. 3rd of this video, Max Crosby is going to be in his X Factor again. And now the Chiefs are in a 3rd and 10 situation here from the 39-yard line. If we could get this stop, that would be huge. Force him to take 3, but Xavier Worthy, in another spin, dude. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. Xavier Worthy gets his 3rd touchdown of the game. I've gotten spun out of my shoes like at least 3 times this game. I gotta stop trying to hit stick. That's just been not working out for me. And I mean, we had pressure there. We just weren't able to get through the line. And yeah, the Chiefs score. They take the lead. That's just bad defense. Now we got 3rd and 1. Nobody's on Raheem Mostert. We're just going to throw this right away, right off the snap. Raheem Mostert in blown coverage is going to bring us 48 yards down the field into the end zone. Huge mistake by the Chiefs defense there. For one, I also have no idea why Raheem Mostert was out there, but I mean, we'll take it. Raheem Mostert, unguarded, gets us into the end zone, and they were also in man coverage there. So I have no idea why that would even happen. But regardless, though, we'll take the lead right back and make this 28-24. 3rd and goal from the 5. I would imagine this is going to be 4-down territory if they are not able to pick it up. So a stop here would be nice. A takeaway would be even nicer. Can we get in the backfield with Lonnie Johnson? Patrick Mahomes is just going to scramble. I think he has more scrambling yards than Isaiah Pacheco has rushing. He has just scrambled so much this game. And I mean, it's worked out. He got a big first down this drive. Like on the last drive, it was what, like 3rd and 14 when he had that big scramble for a first down. So yeah, his scrambling has been great this game, and I don't blame him for continuing to do it. As they pick up the touchdown there in a spot we really should have stopped him. We had everything covered. Patrick Mahomes just slipped free and was able to run in for the touchdown. And the drop by Jacoby Myers there will make this a 3rd and 11 situation here from the 37-yard line. Not an ideal spot when you're behind with under 6 minutes to go, but everyone's pressed up. I think they're going to try and send pressure here on this 3rd and 11 play, and they're not. But Jacoby Myers looks like he has some separation. Can this ball be thrown on the money? It's just a tad short, and I feel like I probably should have thrown a lob there, so I guess partially that's on me. I should have just lobbed it up. We really have no choice but to punt. If this was a little bit closer, I probably would be going for it just because of how good this Chiefs offense has been. However, we stopped them once. Maybe we can do it again as they take over on the 16-yard line. Dude, you are actually kidding me. For one, I should have had him in the backfield with Jamal Adams. And yeah, he gets it up to the 39-yard line. They're in field goal range already. Now we get him in the backfield. Jermaine Pratt gets him for a loss of 3. Very crucial 3rd down here. We need to get a stop. We need to take this Chiefs offense off the field here with a stop here on 3rd down. Patrick Mahomes has some pressure on him, but he's able to get the ball free. I probably should have been dropping back there, but I really thought we were going to get a sack. And they pick up the first down as this clock goes just around 3 minutes. It's going to be a screen here. Can we get out there and do anything? There we go. We get him for a loss of 2 on the 22-yard line, and we're going to have to start considering calling timeouts very soon here. Now we have 3rd and 5 from the 15-yard line. We need to get a stop here because if we don't, we're going to have to start calling timeouts. And Mahomes is going to find his receiver, and he's going to get the catch. Of course, it's Xavier Worthy. Who would have thought? I guess the one positive there is he went out of bounds, so I guess that does help us a little bit, but the Chiefs are going to hand it off, and I mean, they score in the first play from that first down, so I guess it didn't really help us all too much because they got in position to score. So yeah, they're going to make this a 10-point game. We need to score very quickly and preferably without using any timeouts because we need 2 possessions to win this game. So yeah, this is going to be tough, but it's not impossible. And it's going to be too high of a throw for Michael Mayer there. He was pretty tightly covered. But yeah, now we got 3rd and 21. I did get sacked on the first play because I held the ball for a little too long. But yeah, I mean, this is 4-down territory, of course. But yeah, we'll snap it here on 3rd and 21. See if we can get just anything. Am I just going to have to step up and run? No, I get wrapped up from behind. But yeah, we're just going to have to run the same play and hurry up here. See if Jack Betch can get a little bit of space. Jack Betch gets in there. Jack Betch makes the catch. We have to call our first timeout. I would prefer to not call timeouts, but we would just lose too much clock. Maybe I should have just saved the timeout and gone hurry up, but I mean, it is what it is. 1st and 10 from the 46. Regardless, if we lose this game, Jack Betch has played phenomenal. So I guess that is one positive. But we'll snap the ball here, see if we can get anything going, and I get sacked. I should have just dumped that ball off to Trey Tucker when I could have, but we'll throw it here to Brock Bowers. He has some pretty good separation. He's not able to get out of bounds. We're going to have to keep the ball on hurry up. We're just going to have to keep running hurry up here and see if we can get something out of bounds. Ideally, can we get Brock Bowers out of bounds here? We can get him out, so 2nd and 1, we have a chance to reset. 2nd and 1 will be on the 31-yard line here. Can we see Ashton Genty? We got him underneath. I think we're just going to have to call a timeout here, and we'll just have to rely on the onside kick. I was really hoping to be able to hold onto my timeouts, but I just don't think it's all that plausible here, so we'll just have to snap this and throw it away. I think, do I just kick it here? I mean, we're on the 23-yard line. Actually, I don't really see a point in kicking it here because I did call my 2nd timeout, so we're going to have to run an onside kick anyways. So we'll just go for it here. I probably could have managed this clock a lot better. I feel like, yeah, I definitely could have, but it is what it is. Michael Mayer has some separation, but he drops it. Now we got 3rd and 10 here, end zone or bust, because I'll just have to kick the field goal. and we really have nothing. Maybe I could have thrown that to Jacoby Myers, but I really didn't want to risk it there. So we'll just trot out Daniel Carlson. So we'll just kick it here and make this a 31-38 game and rely on the onside kick. So it all comes down to this. I don't know a specific method for how to kick an onside kick, so we'll just have to hope for the best. Maybe I'll try a low kick. We'll see. I guess we'll see if that works and see if I can line it up and in a way where we have a chance. No, we just won't even have any chance at all. Who would have guessed? Xavier Worthy makes another play that devastates us as he picks up the onside kick. And yeah, I mean, onside kicks are already very low success rates anyways, but yeah, that's very disappointing. I definitely could have managed the clock better. So we'll go over stats and everything like that as we lose a very high scoring game, 31-38. I think the only drive they did not score on was the one where they threw the pick. I think they scored on literally every offensive drive, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the Chiefs' offense was great. We just barely lost. So yeah, this was definitely a better game for Geno. 14 of 26, 282, did have the 3 touchdowns. Ideally, would have some more completions. 53 completion percentage isn't good, but he did have a couple of throwaways because of pressure in his face and stuff like that. But rushing yards, yeah, Patrick Mahomes, 6 for 47. Like I said, he was great on the ground. Ashton Genty, we didn't get him up to the 20 carries we had for the goal, but 13 of 47, he had the 3.6 average. After the first drive, the Chiefs' run defense really stepped it up, so it was kind of tough to hand him the ball off pretty consistently. And receiving yards, Jack Batch, 3 for 112, 2 of them went for touchdowns. I don't even want to see Xavier Worthy's stats. He was just insane this game. He's also on my fantasy team this year, so if he could have a game like this in real life, that would be pretty cool. But Brock Bowers, 4 for 70. Raheem Mostert did have that 1 for 48 that went for a touchdown. Again, I have no idea why they left him uncovered, but we capitalized, so I'll take that. 4 for 33 for Ashton Genty, and then Jacoby Myers 1 for 12, Michael Mayer 1 for 7. And yeah, Max Crosby did have the 2 sacks, interceptions, 1 went to Jeremy Chin. No forced fumbles on the game, and of course none recovered, no defensive touchdowns, no safeties. And with that game done, we do have Brock Bowers in the top 3 in terms of receiving yards with 576, so it's pretty cool to have one of our guys up there. But in terms of playing another game, I think what we'll do is we'll just end the episode off here after 2 games, and then in the next video I'll do the trade deadline and then 2 games, maybe 3 there. We'll just have to see how that goes. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to end off the episode here. I believe this is episode 4, if I'm not mistaken. So if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. I really appreciate that. And if you enjoyed this one, I do have a ton of other Madden content up on my channel that you can feel free to check out if you are interested. But yeah, with that being said, that is all I have for you all today. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see y'all next time.